Today, Nick and I would like to announce our 2020 production schedule. You can tune in every Monday and Thursday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time for our regularly scheduled broadcasts. Our productions include EBN Presents, which covers weekly hot topics, Nick's Takes, which tackles relative dramatic events and YouTube controversies. Lessons from Coach is our show that focuses on righting the wrongs in the media today. We will also continue our stop-motion animated series called Echo Base Adventures. We are currently working on our next feature film project and greatly look forward to its release. Finally, we hope that you join us on our weekly live stream called Why We Love Star Wars, every Saturday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. This is a home for all fans who love Star Wars in any capacity. And, as always, we are, you are, Echo Base Network, and we are out. I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming by Echo Base Network. A very special thank you to all of our subscribers. You make us who we are. And if you haven't subscribed yet, we greatly appreciate your consideration. Please make sure, whether you subscribed or not, that you hit that like button and you comment below. We would love to engage with you in that way. Thank you guys so much. Today, Nick and I would like to announce our 2020 production schedule. You can tune in every Monday and Thursday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time for our regularly scheduled broadcasts. Our productions include EBN Presents, which covers weekly hot topics, Nick's Takes, which tackles relative dramatic events and YouTube controversies. Lessons from Coach is our show that focuses on righting the wrongs in the media today. We will also continue our stop-motion animated series called Echo Base Adventures. We are currently working on our next feature film project and greatly look forward to its release. Finally, we hope that you join us on our weekly live stream called Why We Love Star Wars, every Saturday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. This is a home for all fans who love Star Wars in any capacity. And, as always, we are, you are, Echo Base Network, and we are out.
Nature, nurture, heaven and home. Some of all and by them driven to conquer every mountain shown, but I've never crossed the river. Brave the forest, brave the stone, brave the icy winds and fire, braved and beat them on my own, yet I'm helpless by the river. Angel, angel, what have I done? I face the quakes, the wind, the fire. I've conquered country, crown and throne. Why can't I cross this river? Angel, angel, what have I done? I faced the quakes, the wind, the fire. I've conquered country, crown and throne. Why can't I cross this river? Pay no mind to the battles you've won. It will take a lot more than rage and muscle. Open your heart and hands, my son, or you'll never make it over the river. It'll take a lot more than words and guns, a whole lot more than riches and muscle. The hands of the many must join as one, and together we'll cross the river. It'll take a lot more than words and guns, a whole lot more than riches and muscle. The hands of the many must join as one, and together we'll cross the river. Nature, nurture, heaven. It'll take a lot more than words and
we have another Titan, Mr. Gary from Nerdrotic. Gary?
He's pulled over getting a Slurpee.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me at all?
Yes,
No,
sir.
I can hear your
Sound
beard.
like grated cheese, but we got you.
All I hear
Okay,
is
yeah.
beard.
It's my beard. That's right. Yeah, I'm in the Grapevine in driving down the butt crack of California right now on the way to go see Mom Roddick and go visit the Orville.
Oh, nice.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Congratulations, guys.
It just continues to roll and get better. Or not get better, but, whatever. You can't beat Gary, but these people, oh my goodness. One of our favorite YouTubers on planet Earth right here, John Talks, and then the next one, another one of our favorite YouTubers on planet Earth, the amazing Lucas. Holy moly, look who is at Echo Base Network. How are you guys doing?
Yum.
can
You're
you guys hear?
muted, John.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yep.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, how you guys doing tonight?
That's all I care about. Forget about John Talks. I actually watched John Talks. That's the funny part. I donated on your super chat, I believe, one time.
You did. I still got to get you back on that one.
So you can see me. How about
There
that?
it is.
There
we
you
go.
go. Now it's a party.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you can hear me. Is that all good?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, good. I'm just checking in. There we go. That's better. Now we're
Nice.
now we're in high
The
def.
reason I got this pop filter right here, because you have one.
Oh, well, yes. Well, thank you. No, I appreciate that. But no, seriously, Lucas, I have to say that I've really appreciated your take on a wide variety of topics. I don't always agree with you, but I really enjoy your videos.
I appreciate that.
Well, you just mentioned bring in or bring characters together, and look who we just had pop in. Not just the narrator, much bigger than that. Everybody's overlord. All hail Doomcock.
Hello, everybody. I'm glad to be here, and congratulations, you guys, on your fantastic documentary. And thank you for letting me be a part of it. And hail to the amazing Lucas, and hail to the great Robert Meyer Burnett.
Well,
what
we're all
a hell of a guy.
I bow to you, sir.
I bow to you back. I'm not on camera for security reasons, but I bow to you. You are outstanding, and Free Enterprise is a hell of a movie.
We hold you two in such high regard. We want to call you Mr. Burnett and Mr. Cock, okay?
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you, Coach, and Nicholas Glenn. You guys are awesome. You guys are truly genuine, wonderful people, and I wish you every success on your channel.
Hey, it's a pleasure. Really, I mean, I know I'm viewed in a certain light in terms of the channel size and whatever, but at the end of the day, you guys are my equals. You're my peers. You guys probably ultimately know more about Star Wars than I do when it comes down to the lore. I'm
sure we do.
I'm just louder. Yeah, I'm just louder and more bombastic, so it gets me more views. But I'm pretty sure you guys are far more knowledgeable and respectable from that perspective. And I appreciate both of you and respect both of you. And we're equals as far as I'm concerned.
Any last words?
Thank you to everybody that came out tonight. Thank you to everybody that supported us. Thank you to all the people, all the other YouTube creators that came on our live stream and took the time out to be a part of this. It really means a lot to us. And we really just can't say thank you enough, And there was a lot of other people that we wanted on here that were busy, and hopefully we'll be able to have them on in the future and have more chats and videos and streams with them. But just me and Coach are just floored by all the support we've gotten from the community and everybody out there, and we're so grateful and thankful.
video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Mufasa. Ready to spread good vibes?
Spread that word.
Around the world.
Around the world.
Around the world.
Around the world.
Around the world. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Hey,
It's late and I'm awake, staring at the wall. Open up my window, headed for the south door. No one else around, the shimmer takes my eye. I lift my head, blinded by the sky. Feel my way in front, following the sound. It moves away so fast.
You know Echo Base Network has a new channel just for live streaming, right? We got to get over there, guys, and check them out, because you never know what's going to happen over there.
God lost. God lost.
Will Mexican Iron Man ever shut up?
Now let me ask you this, Coach. The tournament goes
I'm leaving my post, and I'm heading to Echo Base Network Live right now.
Echo 3 to Echo 7. On nobody. Echo Station 3TA.
And welcome back to one of our very favorite places to be, guys. We are so glad that you are here with us. I want to give special shout outs to the people I have been seeing in chat. Hail to Rob Pearson, our brother from across the pond. Hail Dennis the Fandom Menace. We're glad that you're here, sir. Hail Fenrir Fire, always here and bringing that positivity. We appreciate you, Fenrir. Let's see. Hail Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Our brother Loki is here, and even though he's tired and exhausted, he is in the house. So we appreciate that, Loki. I'm sure we'll be talking about some video gaming here later on. Loki's been doing some great streaming on his Final Fantasy run-throughs. Hail Ben 5, thank you for being here, sir. Hail Zombie, we're glad that you're here. Zombie's also been doing a lot of awesome gaming streams, so go check him out as well. Hail Turd Burglar and Cotton Candy Hair Jeremy, we're glad that you guys are here. Thank you for letting us know that the alerts are happening, so we appreciate that. Hail Knight of Ren 789, he is also here with us. We're going to have some special questions for somebody like Knight of Ren who likes the prequels. So we're going to be doing some trivia here in a few minutes. So got some good stuff for you, sir. So we're going to go ahead and start today's Why We Love Star Wars episode, and we'll be back here in about 11 minutes. Going to have a great time. Both Nick and Mexican Iron Man is here with us, so we're just looking forward to getting caught up with each other. We've not spoken in the last 3 or 4 days. We've all been busy, and we want to catch up with you as well, guys, and see how you guys have been doing in the chat. And we are going to be playing trivia, and we do have a brand new episode, number 4 of Mexican Iron Man in self-contemplation. So anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and begin this episode of Why We Love Star Wars, called The Star Wars Religion. Hope you guys enjoy.
This video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Star Wars is something that fans have obsessed over since the first time seeing it. Every hardcore fan has a story to tell of how they first fell in love with Star Wars. The obsession, as it has ran its course over a long period of time, has proven to be a very important piece of our cultural DNA. It's part of the very fabric that holds many of us together. From the beginning, Star Wars has created a bond that brings fans together as a family like nothing before it or since. Today, on Why We Love Star Wars, we look at author Patty McCarthy's interesting and thought-provoking take on why Star Wars is so beloved. After witnessing the overwhelming popularity of Star Wars, director Francis Ford Coppola told George Lucas he should start his own religion. Lucas laughed him off, but Coppola may have been onto something. Indeed, the Star Wars saga taps into the very storytelling devices that have structured myths and religious tales for centuries. And with every new film, fans are able to reinforce their unique communities in a world that has grown, in many ways, increasingly isolated. The first reason is a universal hero. Lucas freely admits he based his Star Wars epic on the hero's quest that mythologist Joseph Campbell, in his 1949 book Hero with a Thousand Faces, argued underscores many myths and religious tales. According to Campbell, hero quests have similar trajectories. The hero leaves his ordinary world and ventures to a place of supernatural wonders. He faces a series of trials to prove his mettle, survives a supreme ordeal, is granted some sort of boon or treasure, and returns home to share his knowledge or treasure with those he left behind. Following this formula, Lucas substituted his own characters for the heroes, villains, and saviors of earlier hero quests. Take Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope. The hero leaves his ordinary world after receiving a call to adventure, and learns he has the special talents of a Jedi. A supportive mentor offers supernatural aid and guidance. Then, Luke faces a series of trials to prove his mettle, survives a supreme ordeal, and returns home wiser and victorious. According to Lucas, I became fascinated with how culture is transmitted through fairy tales and myth. Fairy tales are about how people learn about good and evil. It's the most intimate struggle that we cope with, trying to do the right thing and what's expected of us by society, by our peers, and in our hearts. These stories typically appear during times of doubt and can help viewers reclaim the goodness and innocence in themselves, reminding them they can overcome the evil they see in the world. When Lucas set out to create Star Wars, against the backdrop of Vietnam, Watergate, and the assassinations of the Kennedy brothers and Martin Luther King Jr., he had his work cut out for him. Lucas acknowledges he wrote Star Wars because he believed our society was in dire need of fairy tales, myth, and fantasy. A new myth would provide a new hope for an audience that had grown cynical and demoralized. Today's anxieties are just as acute. Exhausted by the wars in the Middle East, faced with global terrorism, and beset with economic woes, the American people yearn for a mythic narrative that will reaffirm their view of the world, with a traditional American hero who will triumph over evil and ensure everything will turn out okay. The next reason is looking into the mirror. Lucas is sometimes accused of promoting escapism, but he's actually tapping into some key facets of the human condition. After all, it's in the telling of mythic and religious stories that we attempt to answer fundamental questions like, who am I? And ultimately, what does it all mean? It's no wonder then that in an increasingly secularized society, many find themselves gazing away from the pulpit, instead finding meaning in the stories playing out on screens in living rooms and movie theaters across the country. Film is sometimes described as a dream scene, a mirror, when held in front of an audience, reflects both the personal and collective subconscious of our culture. It's a place where all our hopes, fears, and desires find expression. Considering Star Wars' mythic foundation, it's not surprising that it packs such a powerful emotional punch, stirring the hearts of passionate fans yearning to see the next chapter of the Star Wars universe. Myths are about creating meaning, reinforcing connections between the I and thou, and mending the rift between the sacred and profane. They give us heroes we can identify with, who allow us to eventually realize that divinity is not outside the self, but within. In the beginning, Luke might be the character you wanted to pretend to be. With time, playing Luke helps you become the person you always wanted to be. The third reason is transcending the screen. If all roads of the hero's journey lead inward, then film as a shared cultural artifact begs us to take the first step. Unlike a simple standalone artifact, film is a shared experience. For the audience, the story, its characters and unique props become stored in an emotional and psychological cache. Filed into memory, they become part of the viewer's personal history and identity. Rather than Star Wars existing as something outside of viewers, it takes root within. Many were exposed to the Star Wars films as children. Some acted out scenes at home and at school, investing time and creative energy into a fictional universe and characters who became like an extended family. For them, their best birthday ever became indistinguishable from the experience of playing with friends, the cutting of the cake, and their new Star Wars action figures. In this way, Star Wars no longer remains just a film. It becomes much more. Even subtle challenges to a narrative we've created about the world and ourselves can be stressful. In response, we're prone to cling even more tightly to our beliefs. For this reason, minor changes in the Star Wars narrative can unnerve fans. Denying that Han Solo shot first is like finding out that you're adopted. It's akin to changing your fundamental understanding of the truth. The fourth reason is forging connections to the past. Star Wars has further transcended the screen in the form of t-shirts, action figures, theme parks, and in cosplay and fan fiction. As powerful as any holy relic, buying and collecting Star Wars merchandise can trigger memories of the past. Assessing positive memories and tapping into nostalgia have been shown to be a critical component of forming a meaningful personal narrative, and the simple act of picking up a toy lightsaber can return fans to childhood, to a time when they felt happy and secure. Even if someone didn't have the rosiest childhood, he or she can still escape to the Star Wars universe, creating an alternate reality where cherished friends, caring mentors, and happily ever after awaits. Situated in an advertising and media landscape that often overpromises and underdelivers, the world of Star Wars helps fans create meaning when they might otherwise be unfulfilled. Lastly, the fifth and final reason is cosplaying for community. Watching a Star Wars film or buying Star Wars memorabilia doesn't only remind us of the good old days, it serves a more meaningful purpose. It builds community in a world that has grown increasingly isolated, that has traded the physical for the virtual. If the decline of social capital in public life is partially responsible for this phenomenon, the rise of technology is equally at fault. Even when surrounded by people, our attention is diverted. We are distracted, disembodied, absent, existing everywhere but in the present. The connections made through social media are often frayed and can even lead to heightened feelings of isolation or loneliness. On the other hand, Star Wars via play, whether it's cosplay or swinging a lightsaber with a friend, demands social interaction, communication, and engagement. Waiting in line for days to buy tickets, wearing your favorite Star Wars t-shirt to school, and dressing up as your favorite character at a convention are all social touchstones, icebreakers that facilitate a sense of community and belonging. It is in this shared storytelling space where history lives and meaning dwells. As cultural critic Lewis Hyde writes, meaningful stories can induce a moment of grace, a communion, a period during which we too know the hidden coherence of our being and feel the fullness of our lives. Once upon a time, we gathered around fires to tell stories. Today, we assemble in movie theaters to watch with wonder and awe the flicker of our stories on the screen. Star Wars is, of course, different from religion in a number of ways, but it still allows us to transcend the everyday and enter a sacred realm, a place where we can glimpse the holy land of our better lives and become the heroes we want to be. Patty McCarthy is an assistant professor at the Department of English Film Studies at the University of the Pacific. Let us appreciate her perspective as she dives into the cause for why our love of Star Wars knows no bounds, and let us never forget why we love Star Wars. All right, guys. Hope that you enjoyed that episode of Why We Love Star Wars called The Star Wars Religion. I'm going to bring in everybody's favorite person at Echo Base Network, who is just a great guy, so endearing, and can be a great big old pain in my butt. None other than Nicholas Glenn. Nick.
Hell, guys.
All right. So, Nick, when you first watched this episode, I thought that several different key reasons for why we love Star Wars. Like, it was just perfect. Like, the information that I got for this episode was so good with the theme of this show, why we love Star Wars, because this professor actually wrote 5 different thematic reasons why people love it. And I just thought that was so cool to be able to kind of report on that and check that out.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And while I was watching it, which I watched it earlier today, but when I was watching it, I was making sort of mental comparisons to stories in the Bible and stuff like that you can see that George Lucas probably pulled from and all that. So yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Absolutely. And I knew that TD15169 would love the cosplay part because he is part of the 501st. So that is awesome that that part resonated with you. We knew that it would, and I love that too. I, for one, would love to have a full-size Stormtrooper costume. But the problem with that is the same problem that Nick suffers from too. Our appearance inside of a stormtrooper outfit would not be a good one. We would
No.
look like Barf on Spaceballs.
Yeah.
So
me way more than Coach for sure.
yeah, but still, as thin as I am at the moment, I still would need to trim down about a good 20 pounds before I even think about.
Yeah.
I almost bought a Tron Sam Flynn outfit.
Oh God, that's even more tight than
super skin tight.
Yeah,
I'd be
that's
showing
even more
my
tight than a
moves.
stormtrooper.
I'd be showing my moves for sure. And my wife was like, "Honey, you don't need to get that."
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, "Okay."
Yeah, there'd be a picture of what you picture yourself as in this costume and what you would actually look like in this costume.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
The reality's always worse. That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
But speaking of weight, I'm actually down almost 20 pounds in the last month and a half.
Yeah, that's positive.
I was actually weed eating out in the backyard, and normally when I would do that, like I would literally have to lean back and kind of stretch my back muscles because my back muscles would get sore. Man, I weed eated that whole back area behind my fence line and didn't have to stop once.
That's good. That's good.
So
that's
yeah.
what I was saying is like, that's an advantage to this time if you use it right. Like,
Yeah.
But a lot of us, we're home more, we're bored, we're just going to eat more. Like, we got to be careful not to do that and take care of ourselves. So one thing that I liked about the video tonight, guys, was the whole, as a kid, the thing I think that resonated with me was the hero and the characters. And I also loved the X-Wings and the space battles and the battle on Hoth. Those things I absolutely loved, and that's what drew me in. And now, as I am an adult and in my 40s, I think it's the same for Nick. I experienced this on the toy side of the community. It's that C word, it's community. I love the Star Wars community that we have. Rob Pearson says we'll all have to get a Gamorrean Guard suit instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I could definitely pull off. I would actually be a skinny Gamorrean guard. So I'd be like, yeah, man, I'm looking good in this Gamorrean guard outfit.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was it that drew you in, Nick?
To what? I got off track there.
Star Wars as a kid.
Oh, as a kid, like I remember the very first time I ever saw it. I remember my dad telling me about it, and I remember I was outside. That's so crazy. I can remember this vividly. I was literally like 3 years old. We were living in Michigan at the time, and I was out playing. And it was dinner time. My dad was coming home from work, and I got home, and he was like, "Hey." He was outside and saw me in the neighborhood playing. He was like, "Hey, come home. I got all 3 of the Star Wars movies and second VCR so we can dub them."
Right.
And so that was how we pirated movies back then.
Sure.
2 VCRs.
Yeah.
If anybody out there remembers those days. And so I remember going home, and he kind of told me about the movies, but I didn't really know anything about them. And I watched them. I fell in love immediately with them. I wore those tapes out, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the early 90s before I upgraded my tapes. It was the THX release copies of the movies on VHS that I bought. And but yeah, I watched the crap out of them. I've probably seen all those movies, literally, no joke, probably over 1,000 times.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
You guys let us know your reasons. Post that in the chat for us. I see that Knight of Ren 789 says lightsaber battles drew me into Star Wars. I think that's a really good thing. Go ahead, honey. Let's see.
Yeah, and while you're reading those just real quick, the main thing that drew me in when I was watching them was the spaceships and the space battles. That was the big thing for me. My favorite scene in the entire trilogy is the space battle in Return of the Jedi.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Death Star escape battle.
That one is one of my favorites, but man,
you're right. You're right. Yeah,
there's not a.
I've heard you say that before. Is the only reason?
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites. But to this day, you cannot, even modern movies, hardly put anything up against that space battle scene in Return of the Jedi.
Man, is that nostalgia? Or
I don't think, man. I look at it with a critical eye.
It's so hard, man.
Even recently, I try to. Of course, I'm probably biased
I know
by
what you
nature.
mean. Like when I watched the Battle of Hoth, there's no better war for me than that.
Yeah, and that would probably be my number 2, and my number 3 would probably be the Death Star attack in A New Hope.
Yeah,
but
there's nothing they can do today digitally that would outdo those for me.
No, it wouldn't for me either.
Yeah.
Because, all right, in chat, guys in the chat, I want you guys to tell me what you think about this, because I have always thought this. And I wish that when they did Star Wars movies that they would go back to this process of the space battles. But the modeled ships in the actual filming of the modeled ships and everything look so much better than CGI.
Yep.
So much better. Yep. I mean, you look at the prequels, the space battles in the prequels, especially in Revenge of the Sith at the beginning. The CGI, it just doesn't look real. But the space battle in Return of the Jedi, those ships, it looks real. And I would put that Return of the Jedi space battle up against anything out there today.
There's no, in the original trilogy, there is no bad battle. Every single space battle, land battle, whatever it is, the speeder bike chase, all of it,
it's all awesome.
Now we have to admit, Nick, that nostalgia could be a factor in us seeing it the way that we do.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
we have to admit that.
I'm definitely biased and nostalgia on those movies.
But I don't hear kids saying, "Oh, look at that Return of the Jedi space battle in 1983. It looks so fake."
It looks terrible.
You don't ever hear anybody say that.
Man, all that stuff in the original trilogy holds up to this day.
Yep.
And I believe so with no question in my mind.
So let's get back to the chat real quick, and then we're going to bring in our taco-eating, angry Mexican Iron Man. And let's see. Samuel Faked says, the best part about Star Wars is how George Lucas adapted the hero's journey based on Joseph Campbell's Hero with 1,000 Faces to a fantasy sci-fi universe. That was actually part of the episode that we played tonight, Samuel. So thank you so much for bringing that up, and that is a great comment. So we really appreciate you bringing that up, because you're absolutely right there. Zombie says that he used to do the 2 VCR trick. Knight of Ren said lightsaber battles drew me in, and then I found the toys. I was born in 1998, so Revenge of the Sith is my jam. That's cool. Yeah. It's the same for us, Knight of Ren. The toys drew us in as well. We're 20-something years older than you, but it's the exact same thing, man. The movies grabbed us, and then the toys took it to a whole nother level, and they still do. Yeah. It's kind of like, you know what, Nick? I'm going to make this comparison here. I'm going to try. I don't know if I can articulate well enough to cover this. You were just talking about, oh my gosh, this is so big. You were just talking about how the CGI movies, like, they do fine. The Disney Star Wars, the prequel trilogy, they look as good as any CGI you could ask for. We prefer the models. Yeah,
I just think it looks so much better, the practical effects on there. It just looks real.
So here's where I'm going with it. It might be a stretch. The toys today has so much more articulation. They look more like the characters, but you and I prefer the simplicity of those old Kenner lines.
Absolutely. And that, all right. So a good example. Well, I've said this in other videos that other toy videos that we've done, but the Black Series. Well, no, it wasn't the Black Series. It was the Rogue One Stormtroopers.
Yes. I don't know what they're called, but I know the ones that you're talking about.
Yeah, the regular Stormtroopers that they came out with for Rogue One.
I got you.
Is probably the best, other than Hot Toys or anything, but normal action figures. Probably one of the best Stormtrooper figures I've ever seen. I actually bought 4 of them, and 2 of them in the. No, I sold the 2 in the package, but I kept the loose ones just because I like them so much. Right. But yeah, and the thing is, I can actually say that I like the Kenner vintage toys more, but some of these modern figures from the OT, I mean, look incredible.
They do.
Way
they do.
better,
Especially the Hot Toys and things like that. They look like
way better.
They look
than
real.
The Kenner.
They look real.
Yeah.
But you can't knock those Kenner figures, and those
I
Kenner
love 'em.
figures are in the Hall of Fame for action figures. They're number 1. They're the greatest toy line ever made.
Yeah.
Period.
See, I would say that I like the Kenner stuff better than the modern stuff because of my nostalgia for them. But I like the modern. I think the modern stuff looks way better, and that's looking at it with a critical, common sense, mind. And I feel I take that same approach with like the Space Battle and Return of the Jedi. Even to this day, I think it looks better than any other Star Wars movies. It looks more real. And Night of Ren 789 said he liked the opening of Revenge of the Sith with the space battle, and it looks good to him. I'm not saying it looks bad by any means.
Yeah.
Even the sequel trilogy.
They look incredible.
Well, yeah. The battles, they look good
for what it is.
For what it is, but man, the way that they filmed the original trilogy with the modeled ships and all that just looks so much more realistic.
But you know what? I'll say this too. There was such a greater emphasis on those battles in the OT. When you watch those, especially in the prequel trilogy, like when you're watching Anakin in outer space or Anakin and Obi-Wan at the beginning of Revenge of the Sith, it's just
a battle.
It's just a battle. It's just quick.
Yeah, it's just a battle.
Bang, bang, bang. Get to the characters. There was way much more of an emotional investment in those battles. Growing, the original trilogy. We got another awesome comment right here. And you know what I just noticed, Nick, while we're looking at this awesome comment for Zombie, who says, I've always been a fan of science fiction since I was a kid. My grandfather raised me on Twilight Zone, the Apes films, and Star Wars. Good times right there, Zombie. That's very, very awesome, man. Appreciate you mentioning that, Nick.
One other thing real quick, another comment Zombie put where he was saying horror and sci-fi films like The Thing and Aliens with practical effects look better than anything CGI. Yes, especially Aliens, man. The practical effects in Aliens I freaking love. That is another one of
it's timeless.
So
that movie is
that's
timeless.
another one of my top movies of all time is Aliens.
Girls. Did I tell you that?
No way.
We watched it. We watched it this week, and you know what we watched the very next day?
What?
Predator. And I've had to sleep with Bella 3 of the last 4 nights.
How old are they?
12 and 10.
Okay, so I was younger than them when I
they've
first saw
never
it.
seen a scary movie in their lives ever.
Oh my god! God, dude, you should have recorded you watching Aliens with them. That would have been.
You know what
awesome
scared them the
video.
most? The face hugger. Oh, dude, they were freaked out, man. They were scared to death. Oh my god.
Oh man, were they like looking away and like not watching?
Bella
the
was
TV?
like, "Daddy, you sleep with me tonight. You sleep with me."
Man, real quick, I'm not gonna stay long on the story, but one of the most scariest dreams I've ever had in my life was right after 7th grade, before I went to my grandparents' house for the summer in Nebraska. I had a dream about aliens, and there was all these underground tunnels underneath the neighborhood that were sort of like in Aliens, all the steel flooring and stuff like that, and sparks flying from damage from electrical outlets and all that sort of stuff. My sister ended up getting killed, blood and stuff everywhere. We were running like it, and it was one of those dreams. You know how when you have a dream, like you like know it's a dream, but then you have those dreams that feel real, and you wake up and you got to like second guess, like,
in psychology,
was that
they
a
call
dream
that
or is this real?
They call that a lucid dream. Where
Yeah, so
it feels real. You feel like
Yes.
it's really happening.
So
Yeah.
that's what it was a lucid dream, which made it even more scarier.
Yeah.
I literally woke up with my bed soaking wet from sweat. It was the scariest dream I've ever had, and it was with aliens. But the movie didn't really scare me, but if I was in that situation, I'd be freaked out,
Yeah, for sure. All right, I'm going to get through these comments real quick. Nick, what I just noticed is that we don't even we just started this live network, this channel here that we're streaming on. We don't even have our producer Mexican Iron Man as a wrench. We don't have anybody as a wrench. Can you take care of that real quick?
Oh,
Let me go through this real quick
yeah.
while you're doing that, and I'll tell you what. You just let me know when you're ready, and I'll bring you right back on. All right, so TD15169 says, that opening scene of A New Hope, I was awestruck as a 7-year-old. That's incredible. I felt the same way. Everything on in that opening scene is just amazing. From that first image of R2 and C-3PO, just amazing. The battle in the hallway, the faces of the rebel soldiers, just so good right there. Zombie says, I love the lightsaber fight, but the space battle scene hooked me for sure since I wanted to be a pilot as a kid. That's awesome. The space battles, definitely. Knight of Ren says, my first time seeing the original trilogy was the 2004 Star Wars Trilogy DVD set. Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's great. So welcome to the family. That is great. Mexican Iron Man says, bro, at What's His Face McWhatever. Hell, What's His Face McWhatever. You will be disappointed to hear that Nick and Coach produced yet another boring Mexican Iron Man contemplation video. Lame and boring, right? We'll see that. We'll let the chat decide. Let's see. Loki says, totally agree, Nick. I'm just kidding, Loki. Models and practical effects will always dominate. So Zombie is in agreement with you there, Nick. Very good. Model ships are always better. What's his face McWhatever says that. We agree there as well. Zombie says horror and sci-fi films like The Thing and Aliens with practical effects. That's what you were just talking about, Nick. So you're absolutely right there. I could not agree more. All right, Loki, it's about time to release the Kraken, the new episode 4 Mexican Iron Man in self-contemplation video. Let me just get through the rest of this. And if I missed you say something, guys, I'm so sorry. We just got behind. Let's see. Knight of Ren 789 says, I like the opening Revenge of the Sith with the space battle. Looks good to me. So, yep, we're with you there. Samuel follows up and says, every spaceship in the Phantom Menace is a miniature or a set piece. The green screen overdose came with Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. And he's right there. It was Attack of the Clones where they went like all out CGI.
All CGI.
Yeah. Remember the Yoda puppet in the Phantom Menace?
Oh, God, looked terrible.
It was terrible. And so that's a positive for CGI there. They fixed that.
Yeah, the CGI Yoda definitely looks better than the puppet Yoda. That puppet Yoda, it just looked weird. Not even on the same level as Yoda puppet from Empire.
Oh, Samuel also says they reused miniatures and models for the Mandalorian spaceship in the series. That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot of weird CGI looking stuff from the Mandalorian. It did on some of that space stuff. It didn't seem too overly CGI'd. I thought it looked good. The spaceships and stuff in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, man, this is the kind of comment right here that we absolutely love here at Echo Base Network. TD15169 says, my mom bought my first Kenner Stormtrooper, which is why I built my Sand Trooper. I loved all the pouches and the backpack. So, yes, I will never forget those moments of going to the store and Mom buying me an action figure. There's just nothing like it for a young boy and to look back on. And there are toys that I'm wanting to have again in their original unopened packaging because of the moment my mom bought. You know, my mother's gone. So there are some toys on my list that are sentimental. I have them, like Crocmaster, the G.I. Joe figure. I don't know if you even remember Crocmaster, Nick. He's got a black head and a mask on. He came with a crocodile. My mother bought him for me in 1987 when I was at home sick from school. And she said, I'm going to the store. Do you want anything? I said, I want a G.I. Joe. And she said, which one do you want? And I said, I want Crocmaster. And she brought him back home for me. I've got him,
nice.
But I would love to have him unopened in the original package in an acrylic display. And it will happen. And when it does, I'll share it with you guys. Let's see. We're almost caught up. You know what? I think it's time. So many good comments. Thank you guys so much for all of this. I can't even get through it all because I know we have a very, very impatient, angry Mexican Iron Man ready to come on. So it is at this time, it is mine and Nick's great pleasure to bring on the man. Here we go.
Dun, 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 dun. It's Mexican Iron Man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, he's here. Everybody can rest easy now. Are you okay? Did the virus?
Yeah, I'm choking on a Dorito.
Oh my goodness!
On a Dorito.
It's just
So
good to hear your voice.
are Doritos originally Mexican?
Hell no. Neither are nachos. What else is in Mexican? Let me think. You know, burritos aren't Mexican either. We don't have burritos in Mexico. Well, we have tacos. We don't have burritos.
Hey, real quickly, I have to acknowledge this. Very sorry to hear that, TD15169, about your mother being gone too. I lost mine last year. It's not even been a year yet. Let's see. And thank you very much. What's his face, whatever. I greatly appreciate that, man. And TD15169, I appreciate that, guys. All right, Mexican Iron Man, tell us what you've been up to. What have you been doing?
Dude, I have been last 2 weeks. So check this out. I don't know if I mentioned it before. So I own an accounting and tax practice, right? And I have clients all over California, some around the rest of the United States. So think of it like this. This is what I've been up to. So if there's people that have had this this beer virus, right? Basically, all my clients are business owners. So think of it like this. All my clients, that have businesses are now shut down. And I have been their ER doctor the last week and a half and working on SBA loans around the clock. You might have heard about this like stimulus package, and they're putting, all these loans and all this money together for big and small businesses. Well, all my clients are small businesses, and I've already had 5 go under that just won't make it back. And as soon as I saw that happen about 2.5, 3 weeks ago, I just started researching, getting on top of this stuff, trying to make myself a subject matter expert. in the stimulus package, and they've been changing shit by the day. So, anyways, once they finalized it about a week ago, last Thursday, I have basically been doing loan packages and economic packages for small businesses like around the clock. I think I'm now up to number, I don't know, I think 23, 24 I've done so far. And they're really hard and they're all over the map. And there's different guidelines for different people depending on how you're organized. And it's a mess. It's not as easy. I mean, for those people getting the economic stimulus check where, you get a W-2 and you're going to get your $1,400 and your $500, doobie-doobie-da, direct deposit it, in your account. That's easy. But for people that own businesses that really need this cash, it is a lot of hell to do. And basically, I am their ER doctor. So I've been basically doing financial ER virus work for all my small business clients and a bunch of other accountants who have clients but don't know the law, and so they've been calling me up to help their clients. So I've been trying to save my clients and trying to save a bunch of other businesses that some of my friends who are also accountants have, because they don't want them to go under either. And literally, it's like I kind of been getting up at about 6, 7 in the morning, going to bed at basically midnight, 1 or 2. Sometimes I'm in the streams the last week or two, but it's been rare. And basically, I just get up, shower, eat, and do it over and over again. I've been doing this now, my God, at least, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks. No, I did. First week was just to learn about the program. Last week, since Thursday, I've been doing it to do the loans. So, if anyone has any, family members with businesses and, they need to get a hold of this money, give me a holler. So I'm falling a little bit behind with the writing contest and getting the committee together, but I'll get that together tomorrow because the submissions are coming in April, which is around the corner, April 16th, which is right around the corner in 6 days is our first submission date. So anyways, not to talk about it, but the way I look at it is that we've got doctors and nurses in hospitals around the country trying to make people better. Mm-hmm. And here I am as an accountant, tax guy. I've been doing it for a long time. All my clients is a small business. And, I just called them one at a time. And I kind of thought that they were applying on their own. And what I found out is once they got to talking to me, I said, they're like, well, Mike, I don't know what to do. I was going to call you, but I figured because they think I'm closed. We're all closed, right? The offices are closed in San Jose and in LA because the buildings are closed because I have clients in LA and I have clients up in San Jose. And they're like, well, your buildings are closed. We figured you're closed. We don't want to bother you. You got your own problems. And I'm like, no. I'm like talking to the clients one at a time. I'm like, listen, if you don't know what to do, let's do this together because we don't want, I need you guys to, I could tell the clients, I said, I need you to get back to work because no one's paid me, right? I mean, all my clients are shut down. So, whatever money I've been able to spend is stuff I saved from last quarter. And this is supposed to be harvest season for me, and with them announcing that the taxes aren't due till July, that just makes things worse because no one wants to file their taxes because they're like, I'll pay Mike to do that later. But so basically, I said, you know what? I'm going to be an ER doctor of finance and get America's businesses back to work. Yeah. Even though Coach has plenty of time to do Mexican Iron Man contemplation videos.
I mean, they don't take a whole lot of time,
Oh, so we are so lucky that they don't take a lot of time. Yeah. I got to tell you, the last one was freaking hilarious. It was hard to be mad at.
Please tell everybody what you liked about it.
What I liked about it, well, you know what I like? I like two things. There are two things that stuck out.
He always does numbers. He always goes, there's 3 things I want to tell you. There's 4 things.
Okay, two things. One, I know where you got the graphic of me sitting on the bed. The one where Loki says, "I need to shut the hell up." Loki, I'm coming for you. Where Loki says, "Mexican Iron Man, shut the hell," and then you shoot me in the bedroom.
Where did
I thought it was hilarious because I know where that video comes from. That means you spend time to go find all of that romantic bed backdrop. That was a separate project for you. You didn't just put me in a room and shoot me. No, you put mafia style. I didn't get a gangland hit. No, you got me on the bed sideways in a hit.
To destroy you. Yeah, you're right. I actually did a Google search for romantic bed, and I found the perfect image to put you on. While I blasted you 4 times in the chest.
Why would you think romantic when it comes to Mexican Iron Man?
Yeah, and truth be told, I didn't really. It wasn't like me and Nick's supposed to be the stormtroopers. It wasn't like me shooting you, but I guess people thought that because you're talking and you're like, and let me ask you this, Coach. That's what you said in the line, so it looks like it's me, but that wasn't my intention. Me and Nick are the stormtroopers, and then you're who you are, and We killed you.
Passive aggressive.
Yes.
You have some issues to work through.
Well, speaking of what doesn't take a whole lot of time, if
And the other
chat-
one, the second
Oh,
thing
forgot
that
about
can
your
just keep cracking up is who is that Mexican dude without any teeth going yeah. That is not me. I got people all over the internet going, hey bro, my uncle's a dentist. If you need to see somebody, I got people that actually think that's me in the back going yeah without any teeth. What
That's
the
why
hell?
he wears the helmet.
Right. That's what everybody say. Like, well, that's why Mr. Ironman wears the helmet because he doesn't have any teeth and he can't smile. Not true.
Y'all heard him
people.
coughing when he first got on. That wasn't a Dorito. That was one of his teeth he was choking on.
That was. Oh, see, there you go. There you go.
Well, I'll tell you what. Since you're bringing it up so much, let's just see what the episode has in store for you today.
Well, I hope it has something respectful.
So, if the chat is ready for Mexican Iron Man in self-contemplation, the debut of episode number 4, give me a 1 in chat.
Wait, if they vote 2, can we shut this thing down right now?
Sure.
Here, I'm gonna
vote 2 for
all
no.
right, 2. All right, everybody here, follow me lightly. There's a 2. All you got to do is do a 2. There you go. Follow my lead. What the hell? Wait.
All right. Well, I think that the chat has spoken.
Oh my God! It's like the Trump re-election vote already.
Yes, it's time. So here we go. Mexican Iron Man in self-contemplation.
15-0.
Episode 4.
0.
Episode 4. And we'll be back here in just a moment. Hope you guys enjoy this. I made it for you.
You choked on another Dorito.
Okay. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Okay. All right. I gotta say, I knew it would be a oh my God. Okay. I knew it would be a matter of time before you yo-yos got a hold of those old Star Trek Next Generation Mexican ones with Q. I didn't know it'd be so soon by episode 4 in contemplation. And by oh my Lord. And by the way, anyone ladies, that's not what I look like when I dance. Okay. If there's any, I don't even know if there's any ladies in the chat, but that is not what I look like when I dance. Number one. And, oh my God. That may have been your best one ever. I like the one with the with the music. But by the way, just so you know, I am a classically trained. I played trumpet. Classically. I was classically trained on the trumpet. By the way, not the little Mexican bongo. Gum drum or whatever that was that you seemed to get. Oh my God, what am I in contemplation of? I got to give you that one. That one was pretty tight. That one was pretty good. That one was pretty good. You officially get. Yeah, Third Burglar. I think Mexican Iron Man's new job title at EBN Network is officially punching bag. Oh man, you know what? But at some point, this economic thing's gonna end. At some point, the quarantine's gonna be over. At some point, I shall rise again after I get all these businesses back up, and I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming to Alabama, and I'm flying in War Eagle hot. All right, I'm flying in War Eagle hot.
So I got a quick question for you, Mexican Iron Man. Do you have any like really annoying clients that like bug you a lot, or?
Yeah, I do, because I generally don't do individuals. I only do businesses. Let's see, top of the annoying list here. Let me look at the board. Let's see. Oh, I got a Nick here at the top of my board here. You do my taxes. When I get my money, I'm going to do it myself. If you're going to take too long, I'm going to do it myself. Yeah, I love the clients that call me.
Top of the annoying board right there.
They're going to do it.
Speaking of, has all that gone through?
Oh my God! I told you April 27th. I even gave you a date already. Oh my God! See, there we go again. See, you see, it's not good enough.
Hey, Knight of Ren and what's his face whatever are saying to you, Mexican Iron Man, that they also played trumpet in high school.
Oh my God! We're the three amigos. Okay,
I
if there's going to be the three amigos. Then I wanted to read Knight of Ren and what's his face. We'll be the three amigos. All right, I'm down with that.
I played the cornet, which is pretty similar to the trumpet.
Well, that's just because he couldn't afford one that actually had valves. So you're out.
No, the cornet's got valves.
The cornet's only good for like funerals. You're out.
Oh well,
you can't.
I couldn't play it today. I mean, that was in the 6th grade.
Yeah, don't try.
I can play guitar now though. So.
Yeah, Knight of Red, what's his face, and Mike. And we're the three amigos. We'll take that. I'll take those guys. I love those guys.
I can do some Mexican ditties.
See, now those are two guys that respect their Iron Man, and even if they're laughing at your video, they got respect. I like those boys. Those are good boys. I like them.
Bust that guitar out, Nick. Bust that guitar out.
I don't have it with my 12-string is at Matt's, and my other one is at Corey's.
You don't have an acoustic guitar laying around?
No, I had to sell them when I was not working.
It started with the cornet.
I was about to make up some Mexican lyrics on the fly, son. It was going to be.
I would have broke it down. I am getting another guitar though. As soon as my tax refund check.
No hurry, Mike.
I see an EBN band in the future too. I'm gonna sing great songs of. We're gonna remember a coach that once was and never is again.
Rob says
I'm gonna
that
be
he
doing
plays
some
the
contemplating.
keyboard.
You know what, Coach?
I see an EBN band in the near future. Can you sing, Coach? I don't sing. I rap. Crickets.
What? You what?
You've not heard my rap video that I did with my daughter?
First of all, I just had chips and guacamole. I don't want to puke. Don't even give us a demonstration. You do not. On the farm, we got animals like horses.
I do not talk like that.
What kind of rapping could you possibly do?
You've not seen my rap video, my Star Wars
strong
rap
guns, and I
video?
love her like my horse. She got big, strong teeth, big, strong legs. I love that woman like my horse. She's not so sturdy. She sure is pretty. I love her like my horse. Come on down to Alabama. You can meet the coach.
All right,
Yeah.
it's time for Mexican.
By the way, that was on the
I wasn't
fly.
going to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and play episode 5. So,
What? You don't even have episode 5.
are
You're
you
so
done?
fool. Wait, is that my punishment for casting you? Wait, I came up with something funny on the fly, making fun of you rapping, and that's my punishment? Is that how this goes?
Yeah.
What, are there like 97 of them already? I need legal representation. Who in the chat's an attorney?
Oh, are y'all ready for some trivia?
Let's do this.
All right, Nick.
I do. Before we start trivia, I do want to give a quick update.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna step aside for only a moment, and I will be back here for some trivia. So I'm gonna leave this to you guys until I return.
All right.
Yeah. So I have been super busy also with the new Final Fantasy VII remake video. Or I've got an unboxing that's coming. I've been playing the crap out of it. I didn't go to bed till like 7:30 this morning because I've been playing all night. I'm going to be doing a non-spoiler first reactions, state of the game sort of type video with my unboxing of the First Class edition with Loki and another guy who's a big Final Fantasy VII fan, Prince Zion, that I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So that's pretty much what I've been doing, and I'm not going to go into details about it in this stream, but the game's freaking awesome. Anybody out there that ever had a PS1 and played Final Fantasy VII, I mean, it's one of my top all-time favorite games of all time.
You just said Predator was awesome the other day.
It is. I liked Predator Hunting Grounds, but the Final Fantasy VII is the story, the gameplay, the mechanics, everything. It's insane, and they actually teased a PC release of the game that will probably be coming out either towards the end of this year or the first of next year.
What do they tease about the PC gamers?
Well, so Sony, the PS4 has an exclusive for Final Fantasy VII for the first year. So I don't think it will come out on PC till probably this time next year, but it could come out earlier. I'm not sure. But if there's people out there that have literally gone out and bought PS4s just to play this game. I mean, that's how freaking awesome it is. And I tried streaming it, but my mic set up for streaming it is terrible, and I got to get that fixed so that I can do streams from the PS4. I got everything set up to be able to do it from there. It's just I got to work out a couple kinks. So just be looking out for that video probably tomorrow. That's going to release on the on our main channel.
You know what you need, Nick? You need to have like a Nick-o-meter, like where you have like the different categories, and you give like, you know, 1 Nick baseball cap or 5 Nick baseball caps or 3.5 Nick baseball caps for each, you know, for the games you do. That's what I think.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Because otherwise, you're like, you know, I thought it was really great. I mean.
All right, so if I was doing that and 5 baseball hats were the top, then Final Fantasy VII Remake would get 5 baseball hats, and like Angry Joe says, a badass seal of approval.
Damn.
The game is freaking awesome. I'm loving every single minute of it. If I wasn't on the stream, I would actually be playing it right now. I actually haven't even played it today since I went to bed at 7:30 this morning because I had other stuff around the house and other adulting stuff that I needed to do. So, but yeah, I love it. I highly suggest anybody out there who has a PS4, even if you're not into RPG games, like if you played it, you would love this game. The
Dude,
story.
there's no way. I hate RPG shit.
Well, I do too. And I did when the original game came out. But it had so much hype behind it back in '97 when the original came out, and it looked so good. It was groundbreaking. I mean, Final Fantasy VII is one of the all-time best games in gaming history, especially for sales and what they were doing with video games back then. I mean, they were groundbreaking on so many different aspects of gaming back then, and the story alone is worth playing it. So even if you don't like RPGs, I highly recommend anybody that has a PS4, or even if you got an Xbox or PC, when it comes out on those systems, I highly recommend that game. Because even if you don't like RPGs, if you played this one, you would probably like it.
All right. Dang. All right. I'll check it out there. That's a pretty strong recommendation.
Yes.
Because all I do is when I get on my car, I just want to shoot stuff. And by the way, can I just say something? Coach with his little Halo collection with like playing Halo 1, which is the only one that has that little pistol. He's only good at one weapon, which is that little pistol in Halo 1.
That's not true.
What's the other
Have
weapon
you not
good
seen
at?
me zoom in on people's heads with the sniper?
Okay, everyone can use a sniper rifle. Come on, a sniper rifle, you know where it's on the
Not
map.
like me.
Everyone knows how to use a sniper rifle.
I'll play
Everyone.
Halo and be first place right now in a public game right now, and I'll bet you $1,000.
Halo 1?
Sure. That's the only one that's out right now. When Halo 2 comes out, I'll be first in that too.
Oh boy, here we go again. Go get a console.
You underestimate my
Coach. Go get a
powers.
console. Go get a console, buddy. Go get a console.
Nope. I'm a PC guy.
So
Yeah, 'cause you're old.
So since we're talking about gaming, I was just curious. I know Zombie's in the chat, and I know Zombie. If you guys haven't subbed to Zombie's channel, Zombie does a lot of retro gaming. I was just curious, Zombie, do you do any like modern gaming, like PS1 stuff? Did you ever play Final Fantasy VII or Halo on Xbox, or any modern games that are out today, like God of War? Metal Gear Solid, Uncharted, all that sort of stuff, or do you just pretty much stick to retro gaming stuff?
He does some really good streams.
Mm-hmm.
So Nick's been playing Final Fantasy. I've been playing Dungeon Defenders Awakened, which is it's a mixture of an action RPG and tower defense game, and a new company called Chromatic Games purchased Dungeon Defenders, and they remade it using the Unreal Engine, and it is amazing. And I got banned in the original Dungeon Defenders for using hacked gear. I cheated. That was like, I don't know,
Like you do with everything in life.
10 years ago. So I learned my lesson the hard way after all those hours and hours and hours of gameplay to be one of the top players in the game. And I got booted, and I never went back to it because I wasn't going to start over. So anyways, I'm back, not breaking any rules, of course, and it feels great. So anyways, Dave Bob says he uses any gun, and he does it in real life. That is awesome, sir. That is awesome. We like guns too.
Yeah, but I'm going to be buying my AR back as soon as I get my income tax return back.
Uh-oh, there he is again. Plug. Mexican Iron Man.
Any update on that Mexican Iron Man? Is that all done?
Oh my God! You know where I'm going to send your file next year? I'm going to send your file to H&R fucking Block.
Hey, my mom used to work for H&R Block.
Well, why, did you think your mama could have gotten you the refund I got you?
No, she didn't
Okay,
work.
thank
She worked at H&R Block back in like the 80s.
I mean, were you not impressed with when I shot you the numbers of how much you get back? Were you not impressed?
Oh yeah. So let me just be clear about this to everybody in the chat. Even though I annoy Mexican Iron Man about my taxes just because I need the money and I just want it done, he did an amazing and great job with my tax stuff, and I couldn't be more happier.
He didn't even offer to do mine.
Well, you have somebody that you and your wife use.
But I like Nick. Nick doesn't do Iron Man contemplation
videos.
videos.
I paid $500 to do mine when one of my really close friends, the producer of our show.
I asked you about it, and you're like, "No, I already got somebody. I'm good."
Well, it's because Nick believes in me, Coach. You know, unlike you, Coach,
You didn't
where
ask.
you like doing Iron Man contemplation. Nick believes in me. He came to me with respect.
I'm not the
and
kind of guy
fellowship.
to ask you for favors.
Nick came to me as a fellow Jedi.
Plus,
of
I'm
Echo
broke
Base,
and don't have any money
he said-
because I didn't
he
have a
said-
job for 6 months.
And he said, fellow Lord lightsaber wielder Mike, I'm Mexican Iron Man. Would you so much as assist me? And I said, yes, kind sir. I shall assist you in the ways of the tax force and bring all my skills of knowledge to you.
Yeah, I know. What's his face? But I like Nick.
Yeah. Oh, you got that one, huh?
Yeah, I got it.
You caught that one?
All right, so
Nick came to me with respect, admiration, and tacos.
All right,
Coach,
so here's what we're
Coach
gonna do.
Coach comes at me with contemplation videos, and I got no teeth. And now I got half the girls on the internet want me to can you see someone about that? Is
Would
that
you
why
like
you
to
wear a
see
mask?
some more Mexican Iron Man dancing?
No.
I don't know if everybody saw this.
I don't have my camera on today.
This is a new thing that I put together. I don't know if everybody saw this in the pre-show, so I'm going to go ahead and play this real quick. And when we come back, it's trivia time and giveaway time. So here we go, real quick. And while we're playing this, we're going to get our ducks in a row. Here we go.
Hey, Mufasa. Ready to spread good vibes? Spread that word. Around the world. Around the world. Around the world. Around the world.
Around the world. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Hey,
It's late and I'm awake, staring at the wall. Open up my window, head for south door. No one else around, the shimmer takes my eye. I lift my head, blinded by the sky. Feel my way in front, following the sound. It moves away so fast.
You know Echo Base Network has a new channel just for live streaming, right? We got to get over there, guys, and check them out, because you never know what's going to happen over there.
God bless. God bless.
Will Mexican Iron Man ever shut up?
Now let me ask you this, Coach. The tournament is
I'm leaving my post, and I'm heading to Echo Base Network Live right now. All right. It
Good
is.
God. Doesn't your wife want to spend time with you ever? Like ever?
Yeah, every day.
Don't you have children to tend to?
I
to
do.
raise? Like
Well,
properly?
Yeah,
Oh.
he lets them watch like Aliens.
Aren't
and
you like some kind of
Predator.
educator? Like, don't you have to get recertified to like? What the hell was that?
That was an incredible ad from the mind of Coach.
Speaking of Coach,
God, I gotta
kids
call.
watch-
You know what? I gotta call Van Skyver, bro. I'm gonna like think. I'm gonna get you into comics or something. I'm gonna send you like a bunch of Vampirella crossovers or something. You need something to do with your time.
Speaking of, did you see
Speak-
Anna?
Did you see Anna's?
We need to talk about
Vampirella?
that too. After the trivia, I want to talk about Comic Book Hut and all that, Nick.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd like to go there. Thank you very much for the compliments on the video. If you guys have any ideas, let me know, because you guys see this way differently than we do. And I, before we get to the trivia, I just want to tell y'all, man, seriously, I know we laugh and kick Mexican Iron Man around and stuff. We love Saturday nights and being here with you guys. And
oh yeah,
even with all the competition that all of a sudden popped up on Saturday nights, where we were having 30 to 40 people in our live streams, and now we're down to like 15. It's okay. It doesn't matter if there's one person here. We love being here and doing this, and
That's because at least we know we like them.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Plus, our crew, the crew in this chat, they know their shit. Like whatever it is that they love, prequel, sequel, Star Trek, Star Wars. Dude, we got some black belt experts.
Well, I'll tell you what,
freaking-
we're going to find out.
Black belt.
So I have a Star Wars toy to give away tonight, and I will reveal what it is when the game is complete. I will reveal the prize. And so I've got the questions for tonight's trivia. It's Star Wars trivia, and it's going to cover anything in episodes 1 through 6. I am not going to tell you which movie it is from unless I feel it is needed. So you may or may not get what movie it is actually from. So we're going to make this a little tougher for you guys than we did last week. Last week, Nick, you remind me if I'm wrong, I think we did 10 questions, and you had different point values.
Yeah, so we did round 1 was easy questions, so that'd be 1 point. Round 2 was a little bit harder questions with 3 points. Round 3, tougher questions, 5 points. So even if you missed some of the early ones, you could make up for it if you got some of the harder questions later on in the round.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, I've got the questions ready. So how do we want to do this tonight? I don't mind if we do it. I don't mind if we have more questions. If we want to do 20. If
How many questions do you got right now?
As many as you want.
Okay, so you got a bunch.
But we're gonna continue to do this. This is gonna be something that we're gonna continue here on our Saturday nights, even if it's a short, super fast trivia night, and it's not always gonna be Star Wars per se. But yes, tonight trivia from 1 through 6. So you just tell me. Do we want to go 10 questions, 20 questions, 15 questions, 2 rounds of 5? You tell me how you want to do it, and Mexican Iron Man is going to offer commentary about the question while answers are coming in. He's going to give you the Hispanic perspective for that particular question.
Oh shit! Okay,
which will be great.
Let's do 15 questions, 3 rounds.
3 rounds. All right, I like it.
Yeah.
So now this is going to be in no particular difficulty order. I'm just going to kind of go through and pick. Okay.
All right. So Coach, do you want to go ahead and show what the giveaway is
No,
to everybody
I'm
in
going
the
to
stream?
reveal it at the end.
Well, nobody knows what they're playing for.
That's right. They're
Okay.
playing for a surprise.
Okay, so this is an Echo-based grab bag. You could end up with a bag of rice. or
I
you
told
could
him
end
it
up
was a
with
Star
something
Wars
good.
toy. I told him it was a Star Wars toy.
Yeah.
And look, all right, hang on. Let me get this. Let me get this.
Nick has like no patience. He's like a challenge. Ma, what's in the bag? What's in the bag? He goes like Christmas tree.
Yeah, he
shakes
doesn't
that.
have any patience. So it is a toy coming from my collection.
Which you just cleaned out your collection a month ago, so I know it's something good because you just cleaned house like about a month ago.
What else do you need to know, people?
I know it's something good and I know it's something valuable. That's what I know because I saw what
By
you
the
got
way,
rid of.
I have 2 collections coming in right now in the mail. I missed the mail yesterday, and they didn't deliver it today, so I got to go pick it up.
How
on
do you
Monday
miss the
morning.
mail when you're working from home?
Because he's too busy sitting in the damn studio making Iron Man
I'm not always
contemplation
home.
videos when his eye should be on the ball with the postal guy.
If you really want to know, we made rounds yesterday and dropped off goodie bags for a bunch of our friends.
Like toilet
I
paper?
feel guilty.
No, like barbecue, family packs, and things like that.
Man,
Not barbecue family pack.
toilet paper's where it's at these days, man. If you ain't
well,
dropping
these
off
people
toilet
needed
paper, you
food.
ain't dropping off nothing.
These people.
Let's
needed food.
talk into more questions and more giveaways.
All right,
Come on,
thank
let's
you.
go.
Yes. All right. Well, like I said
All right.
before Nick asked, I've already mentioned I'm going to reveal the winning item at the end of the game. So you are playing for a Star Wars game or whatever. So Nick, talk about how we do the points. Everybody
All right.
that's here wasn't here last week, so I'm ready.
Okay, so we're gonna do 5 questions per round. Round 1 is for every correct answer will get you 1 point. I'm gonna count do a 10-second countdown, not out loud, just silently. After Coach reads the question, I'm gonna say answers in, and if your answer comes in after I say done, it doesn't count. So make sure that you are live. Now I know we have a 30-second delay, so I will take that into effect, obviously, but make sure that you are live and you're not behind on the stream. So anybody that wants to be involved in the trivia,
Yes, Jedi Bill, you're in. Go ahead. Nick, I'm
just
sorry.
put a 1 in the chat. If you want to play,
Yep.
And some of you guys might not want to get involved in this and just want to watch and see what happens. You don't have to put anything. But if you want to, Mexican Iron Man, you can't be in it. So
He's so stupid, y'all. He's so
You don't
stupid.
count.
That
I
was
love
my
it. I love how
alternate. Oh shit! I
stupid
selected
he
a
is.
Mexican Hammer. Damn it.
Stupid.
Okay. All right, I got busted.
all right, so let's see. We got Knight of Ren.
All right. Here, we need some game music. I said game music.
Oh, what's his face?
What is game music?
TD. Zombie.
You know what? You talked me into it. Is that what you want?
No, can we just start playing? Get the first question read. Let's go. Come on.
Well, hang on. I'm just making sure. But so we got all right. So far right now, the people that want to partake in this for a giveaway is Knights of Ren, what's his face, Mick, whatever, TD 15169, Jedi Bill 797, and Zombie.
Dave Bob.
Oh,
forgot
and
Dave Bob.
Dave Bob.
Yep. Dave Bob.
Say all those again.
All right, so
Knight
we
of
got
Ren, what's his face? Whatever. TD, Dave Bob, Jedi Bill. All right, so it's only 5,
and
right?
Zombie.
And Zombie. So 6 contestants, right?
Yep, six people. All right, this is your last chance to get in if you want to play.
All right.
So put a
Ren,
1 if you want to play.
Ren.
All right. Okay. We got our contestants. Let's go ahead and get started.
All right, here we
Oh,
go.
and just so you guys know, whoever wins the prize tonight, Coach is going to you can DM us on Facebook or Twitter or email us at EchoBaseNetwork at gmail.com. Coach will get your information, and he's going to need you to send him the shipping payment. So you got to pay for shipping.
No,
And
I'll ship it. I'll ship it.
I'm totally joking.
Okay.
So yeah, whoever wins, just send us an email, DM us on Twitter, whatever, and Coach will get it out to you.
Yes. All right. Are we ready?
All right, let's roll. Yep, I got my Word document up. Keep track. So, oh, what's happening?
The music's too loud.
Jesus, I was kidding.
I'm hearing
I'm gonna turn it
doubles.
down. How's that? All right.
Still too loud.
That's too loud. It's on 8%. Are you listening to it on YouTube?
Oh, Zombie stream is lagging.
All right. So the reason Zombie's saying that is because he feels like it's a regular quiz trivia where the first person gets the points. You need to talk about that, Nick.
Oh yeah. All right. So everybody can answer. Everybody can answer, and so yeah, it's not the first person that gets it right or anything like that. So even if you answer, and I saw some people answering, just saying the same thing that other people were saying, and that person got the answer wrong, so they also got it wrong. So don't just follow what somebody else was saying. Just, as soon as you hear the question read,
There can only be one winner. So if we have to have a tiebreaker, it will come down to who answers the question first. The tiebreaker question. That's how we're gonna do it.
Yep. So if it comes down, and we didn't have a tie last week. Doing the point system, 3 rounds, unless somebody gets all the questions right or something, then, the chance of there being a tiebreaker is slim.
All right, here we go. So question number 1. How many did you say we're doing? 15?
Yeah, 5 questions per round. Round 1 should be easy questions, 1 point per question. Round 2, 3 points per question. Round 3, 5 points per question.
Okay. All right. Here, I want to.
And this is episodes 1 through 6, which is the only real Star Wars.
Yes, the only real Star.
I'm gonna take a siesta. You guys are taking too long.
Oh, well, we're so sorry. Excuse us. All right. So, I think
I'm ready to go.
All right. Question number 1.
No Rogue One, but Rogue One is real.
What
Star
is the
Wars.
name of the leader of the Gungans? What is the name of the leader of the Gungans? Mexican Iron Man, why don't you talk to us about the Gungans a little bit?
What do you know?
I have to admit, when I first saw episode, when I first went to the movie theater, I walked out of that movie and I'm just like, what have I been waiting so long for, and why did I just see that? And then I think I got that George wanted to have like a bunch of different like new species and peoples and but man, oh man, coming out of the gate at that movie, introducing reintroducing some species we've seen before, like with the Trade Federation, all that, and then the new ones are just like, what the hell is this? And the realistic, come on, let's be realistic. We're gonna have the princess queen who voted, democratically or whatever, and then these dudes in the water. I mean, it makes no sense that these two types of species would cohabitate the same exact planet. I mean, there's just no friggin' way. Hello?
Yeah.
It just made zero freaking sense. I mean, they're water based, but they're running around land like it's no problem. I mean, there were just so many inconsistencies, and forget how Homeboy talked. Yeah, man, I'm from Jamaica. Come on. I mean, it was just, I mean, you meet this guy first, and then we're like, okay, what's the leader gonna sound like? Right?
Yeah.
And, not too
I
much,
don't like
not
the
too much
Gungans.
better.
I think they're stupid. I don't mean to be ethnocentric.
How are you
but-
ethnocentric?
Yeah, I don't like him either.
Yeah, I don't care anything about the Gungans. Ugh. If there's Gungans
What
involved,
did they
I
ask
don't
for
wanna
permission for? Hey, can we swim in your water and possibly get eaten by a bunch of different fish species of all kinds of dinosaur sizes, and use our own? I mean, what were they asking for permission for? It was just really
look,
silly.
We got 14 more questions. So the answer to the question is
God.
Boss Nass. So a lot of people in the chat are correct. I see Knight of Red got it. TD got it.
What's his face got it?
Zombie
got it. But
hey, Rambo, you can Grey Wolf on the list to play.
But I love
I don't
Dave
think
Bob's
Ralmo
answer.
Grey Wolf was on the list to play, but put him on there.
Yeah, I did. And Dave Bob's answer was the best answer out of everybody, even though it was wrong.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Fatty.
All right, let's go. Let's move this along. I hated that.
All right, so very good. Question number 2. Here we go. How old was Anakin in The Phantom Menace? How old was Anakin in The Phantom Menace? Question number 2.
Not old enough to annoy the hell out of me by every line they gave him.
Yeah, we're doing some harder questions tonight. So, put Loki in.
All right, so Loki, you weren't here for the first question, but it was only one question, so you're only coming in 1 point down.
Yep.
Repeat the question.
The question was, how old was Anakin in The Phantom Menace?
Huh. Interesting. I like the
Yeah.
answer.
All right. What is the correct answer?
Whatever age he was, he talked like he was a 4-year-old.
All right, so I have to do it. I can't help it. All right, Nick, what's your answer?
I'm gonna say 10.
Mexican Iron Man?
7.
I would have said 7. The answer is 9.
I was gonna say
like a 4-year-old.
Nine was my B answer.
Yeah, 9.
I
9
knew it
is the
was
answer.
9 or 10. All right, so let's see.
I just want to
TD
race
got it.
be in the race with a jetpack.
Is that your laser sword?
What time is the ice cream truck coming?
Dave Bob got it.
I just want to go away from here. Wow.
Night of Ren got it.
Shit, at that age, I was already working in the tamale and taco fields, harvesting crates and crates of tacos and tamales for the family business.
Yep. All right, I'll tell you what. If there's a discrepancy in an answer, it'll be a vote between me, Nick, and Mexican Iron Man.
No, that's the correct answer.
It's working.
Go.
Let's see.
Next one.
You haven't
Yeah.
told us anything about Anakin yet. What?
I just did. I said, the lines that he gave him, he should have been like 4 or 5 years old because that's how he read the lines.
Oh, Loki asks a really good question. Man, will Mexican Iron Man ever shut up?
Okay, you know what, Loki? Mornings of mischief. You know what, Loki? How about we get in the merch store? I think we should add a Mexican Iron Man shirt in your merch store. Said, "Will Mexican Iron Man ever shut up?"
Yeah, yeah.
I bet it'll be a top seller.
Here we go. Question number 3. What is Cloud City's main industry? What is Cloud City's main industry?
Dave Bob with the great answers. Tacos.
Incorrect.
No, that might be correct. Don't give it away.
Drugs. The white
Cannabis.
Chicks. Clouds. That's good. I love it. I love it.
Now, do we give Ramu because he said cannabis? Does that qualify as a gas? Here's another one that didn't make sense with that one. You're in the Cloud City and you're mining. How do you mine gas? And so, like, what does that even mean? Like, what does that even mean?
So do you
Like, how do
guys
you mine
like?
it? That just
do
means
you
when you
guys
turn up the
like?
temperature and everything turns to gas, and so that's up there where you get it, kind of, sort of. It just makes. I mean, the thing makes no sense. And think about the gas you got to like expend and the energy you got to expend just keeping all those like buildings and cities alive up in the air. That cannot be as efficient as, like, I don't know. You can do it the Mexican style. What you do is you get a garden hose from Home Depot, right? You get some connectors, and what starts off as a 20-foot garden hose with the connectors, you make that a 500-foot, or in this case, 5,000-foot long garden hose, and you treat it like you got to take some gas out of the car next to you when you're out of gas. And so you take that garden hose, you go all the way up into the air, right? And then that's where that's how you mine your Tabata gas. And then you bring it all the way back down to the planet, and then you process it and sell it.
All right. So the actual answer is Tabana gas. If you said gas, I say it's good.
And Tabana, of course, is a Mexican city planet on which it's harvested. Tabana.
Yep. So
So TD
I went through
15169 got it. Loki got
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Night of Ren got it.
Ramos
Zombie
said
got
weed, which is a gas when you smoke. No.
Dave Bob said farts.
Gray Wolf, all puff puff pass.
All right. So here we go. Question number whatever is next. How many have we done so far, Nick? 2, 3?
We have done 3.
All right, here's
so
number
far.
4. Here we go. Who was the first person to volunteer for Solo's command crew on the mission to Endor? Again, who was the first person to volunteer for Solo's command crew on the mission to Endor? It's a good question.
Shit, I don't even know the answer. How do I not know the answer to that one?
I know. And we got some different answers.
Hey, Flamethrower Candle asks a really good question, Mexican Iron Man.
Mexican Iron Man, when are you going to get more choice? What's funny you mentioned that, because I was all set to go down to Disney when this bug hit the world, and we had to cancel that trip. I had interviews set up with 3 Disney employees and a 3-day visit, but what happened is once this virus thing hit, it's clear that they're going to have kind of like people people let go and all that. I talked to Doomcock and we decided to postpone it until this thing blows over, because any findings we might give, they'd probably just make excuses for it. So we're going to do that again, but it's going to be after this thing blows over. So probably in another couple months. I don't know. But we were all set to go. Like I literally had landed and was all ready to go, and then bam, they hit the quarantine in LA, and that was it. So we're going to come back at that. But what we're going to do though, in the interim, is I talked to Lady Gravemaster. I'm going to be in touch with her this week, and we're going to do a weekly behind the Disney financial scenes and kind of track what they're doing financially, stocks, and some of the shenanigans like that. And then we'll do the Galaxy's Edge stuff live probably about another month or 2 when this thing blows over. Good question.
Yeah, with Disney stock down, I saw that Amazon or Apple could buy Disney right now outright 5 times over.
All right. So the answer for that question is Chewbacca. So Loki got it, Dave Bob got it, Jedi Bill got it, and Ralmo Grey Wolf got it.
All right.
All right. Are we ready for the next question?
Yes.
Here we go. What was Luke's 2-word response when Leia complained that Han doesn't care about anyone? Again, what was Luke's 2-word response when Leia complained that Han doesn't care about anyone? Yes, sir. Let's find out. Guess I picked an easy one, huh, guys?
Yeah, this one's pretty easy, bro. I think it was in the trailer. If loving Leia was wrong, I don't want to be right. Yeah, this is a slam dunk, man. I literally think that scene was in the trailer. I mean, everybody's seen that scene a billion times over.
Well, I'll tell you what, the next question will be hard. If you want it, you can get it.
I think everybody got that one.
All right.
Hang on, let me just double check.
Do we want to change the music, or is this good for everybody?
I want you to read the question.
Is the music too loud to our voices?
Somebody would have said it by now.
Okay. Flamethrower Candle. I need to rewatch Star Wars.
What the channel of why we love Star Wars every Saturday night is turning into what did we like about what was Star Wars about?
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I could bump it down here.
Mr.
What
DJ,
question-
read the next question.
What question are we on? Was
Four.
that number 5
Next
or number
question.
4?
Who tries to stop Padme from going to Mustafar by herself? Again, who tries to stop Padme from going to Mustafar by herself? I think this is number 5, Nick.
Yeah, it's 5.
We don't have anybody that's gotten every single one right yet.
Some people are claiming the Mandela effect on these questions. No. Has everybody voted now? I love the Jedi Bill's changing his answer. All right. So I love this scene because it was just so obvious. It's like, no, you can't go. No. I'm gonna send my Padawan learner with you, right? You just know they're gonna it was like, when that cute gal, it's like, will you walk her home? Oh yeah, I'll walk her home. Oh my
gosh. All right, are we ready? Is that enough time?
Yep.
The answer is Captain Typho.
The security guy.
Yeah. I don't think anybody got it.
He doesn't count. It was Obi-Wan that says you're going to go with... That doesn't even count, because Obi-Wan's the one who says no. Anakin's going with you.
Well,
are you talking about when he comes around the sofa and he says, you shouldn't go alone? That one little half line?
Yes.
That doesn't even count because Obi is the one who says, you're going to go with Anakin. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
So
I
after
don't know,
round,
man. I think anybody that said Obi should get that one because all the captain says you shouldn't go alone. He said you shouldn't go alone. He's not the one that says you can't go alone because Obi gets in front of her and says you can't go alone. I'm sending Anakin with you, and Anakin's like, oh yeah,
No,
and
not
like,
to
you know,
that.
just pants went.
She went to.
but Anakin came in second.
What? No, Anakin didn't have any part of the conversation. He's just sitting there like, really? I get to go be with her on our home planet? It was Obi that says you it is not, even though you know this, what does he say? Even though you know these routes, it is not safe for you. I shall send you with Anakin, and he shall accompany you, and and then he says that they're gonna go by like buses instead of the night ships or whatever. They're gonna take the Mexican buses there instead of the nice airplanes or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think anyone who said Obi should get at least half the points.
No, nobody got it. That's my opinion.
That's because
you're the
black guy
tiebreaker.
doesn't count. The black guy with the weird hat doesn't count.
Yeah, that's who said it.
He said you shouldn't go. He didn't say she can go.
Nobody got it.
All right, you lost, Mexican Iron Man. Sorry.
I think everybody that said Obi-Wan would agree with me that they know that it was the black dude with the weird hat that no one knows his name anyways.
Next question. According to Obi-Wan, what is his and Anakin's speciality?
Oh, wait. That was question 5, right?
I think that
was already 5 questions, Coach.
What, buddy?
So this is round 2, right?
Yes.
All right. So these are 3 questions.
Okay.
Per,
3 points.
Or 3 points.
All right. According to Obi-Wan, what is his and Anakin's speciality? A mean meatloaf. So this is the first question of round 2, is that right?
Yes. Yeah, you're gonna have to help me keep track of how many questions you're doing and what round we're in because I'm only concentrating on who's getting them right in the points.
Well, make like a little side note, like a little running tab, and I'll remind you.
I mean, yeah, I got it spaced out for round 2 right now. But
I don't really have a way at the moment.
All right, just somebody keep up with how many questions per round.
Oh my God!
So this is question 1 of round 2.
They do enough accounting all week long. Thank you, Flamethrower Candle. I appreciate your support in my hour of need when I'm otherwise being attacked and disrespected by what I thought was my brother Loki.
Surprisingly, after round 1, everybody is tied at 3 points.
Wow. All right. So I think that's enough time on that.
Yep.
So the question was, according to Obi-Wan, what is his and Anakin's speciality? And the answer is Sith Lords.
Yep. So who all got that?
Nobody.
Let's see.
Oh, no,
no,
that's not
Knight of
true.
Ren.
That's
Knight of
true.
Ren got it.
Zombie.
I gotta scroll back up in the chat. Zombie got it.
All right, next.
Next question. What is the name of the Prime Minister of Camino? Again, what is the name of the Prime Minister of Camino?
Being Mexican, I know this one. El
What's up?
Camino.
Oh
My brother just sold his El Camino. It was a 60.
Get it? El Camino? Get it?
72 model.
Get El Camino.
Hail
Get it?
Orville Nation.
Hail Orville Nation. Thanks for coming by, brother. If you guys have not subbed to Orville Nation, go check out his channel. He has got freaking great interviews set up over there with Star Trek celebrities, all kinds of stuff. Great content over there. All hail Orville Nation. Wow, I didn't even know that. Grey Wolf, El Ranchero.
So I think that's enough time.
Yep.
The
So
answer
zombie.
The answer is Lama Su.
All right. So
Zombie got it. Loki
Yep.
got it. Knight of Ren got it. TD got it. Jedi Bill got it. Dave Bob got it. What's his face McWhatever got it. Ralmo got it. Yep, we're good. Good job, guys. I don't think I would have got that.
I would have.
I didn't know it. Jedi Bill got it too, right? Yep. Okay. All right. Next question.
Okay. The next, it's funny, like, you shouldn't say next question, because what if I'm not ready? And I wasn't. All right, here we go.
Oh.
Who
well, you gotta
said,
get the next
who's
question
the more
ready
foolish?
while we're letting people answer.
There's a reason I'm not doing that.
What did he say? Oh, he's typing it up. What did he say?
Yeah. Who said, who's the foolish? Who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him? And the reason, Nick, is because there's so many questions. I asked a question that I didn't know the answer to, and I lost it.
Ah, okay,
So
okay.
You just be patient with me, please.
Okay. I don't know what you're doing over there.
Well, just told you. Gandalf. All right, I think that's enough time for that question. The answer is Obi-Wan or Ben Kenobi. So we have Loki got it, TD got it, Knight of Ren got it, Zombie got it, Dave Bob got it, if I didn't say Dave Bob. What's his face, whatever. Ralmo got it. He was kidding about Gandalf, I believe. We'll give it to him.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Are we ready for the next question?
Yep.
What are the wings of an X-Wing also called? What are the wings of an X-Wing also called?
Chicken, as in chicken wings.
All right, we're gonna have to vote on this one, guys.
Why?
I hate to be nitpicky, but I have to bring it before the committee. This is not a committee, but so
Sure as hell ain't a democracy.
All right, so it's time. The correct answer is S-foils. Nick and Mexican Iron Man, we've got people in the chat answering foils. Personally, I would say no. I would say you have to have S-foils.
Why?
Because that's what it is. I agree. S-foils.
All right.
I totally disagree. Completely.
Well, it's a democracy for this question, so...
I mean, in the movie, they didn't say lock foils in position.
Yeah.
Is S-foils.
I've got to say, I'm sorry, guys. We've got to say S-foils. As nitpicky as that seems. Mexican Iron Man is on your side, though, if you missed
If this were Wheel of Fortune or The Price is Right, they let it slide.
All right. Did Loki get that one? Yes. All right. All right. That was question 5, right? For round 2?
Was that number 5 for round 2? I have no idea.
Well, 2 people have gotten 4 number 3 3-point questions.
All right. So what number are we on now?
So this is round 3.
Okay. 5 questions
points.
left. Oh, we're in the final round, so we need some final round music. Let me get that real quick.
And you need a lot harder questions because everybody is neck in. It's anybody's game right now.
Well, we want it to be
is
anybody's
neck and
game.
neck. Yeah.
Do we not?
Yeah, but this last I don't want there to be like a 5-way tie.
I got you.
I mean, that's how close it is.
All right, so here, this is the perfect music for the final round. Here we go. All right. We're playing the Mexican Iron Man theme.
Read the question. Good God. I'm going to shoot myself in my head with my own guacamole power thruster.
Okay. I got 5 chances to ask a tough question. That's all I need.
Yep.
So, sorry guys. This might not be tough for a lot of people, but here we go. Where on Tatooine is the Sarlacc pit located? Where on Tatooine was the Sarlacc pit located?
All right, so this is the first question, right?
First question, round 5.
All right, so that last one didn't count.
Yeah, I didn't mean to put that up there.
Okay, all right. Because everybody's answering that one. All right, so I just wanted to be clear. All right, can you repeat it one more time?
Where on Tatooine is the Sarlacc pit located?
All right. This one might be. Well, no. There's an exact answer.
All right, we're gonna have to bring up a vote. We're gonna have to committee this thing.
It's no committee. There's one answer. All right, what's the answer, Coach?
So the answer is the question is, where on Tatooine is the Sarlacc pit located? And the correct answer is the Great Pit of Carkoon.
Mm-hmm.
So the decision that we have to make is, are we going to give people Carkoon? It's the Great Pit.
Come on, really?
I would say
yeah.
yes.
If they say Carkoon, I say give it to them.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, so if they said Carkoon, give it to them.
All right, so. All right.
All right, so question number 3, right?
No, this is question number 2.
Question number 2. All right, good. Question number 2. You must use the exact words to answer this correctly. We need precision.
Precision. Not yet.
All right, so here we go. Question is, what was Darth Vader's precise response to Luke after Luke said, "He told me enough. He told me you killed him"? What was Darth Vader's precise response when Luke told him, "He told me enough. He told me you killed him"? By the way, that one's out of my brain. I didn't use that on the sheet.
No.
Answers are starting to roll in.
Yeah. It has to be precise.
All right. Are we good there?
Yep.
All right. He says, "No, I am your father." Darth Vader never said the word Luke in that sentence. Everybody saying, "Luke, I am your father," that never happened.
Yeah.
That's something that always has irked me.
Well, I thought it was very well planned and intentioned, because if you look at the impact of the scene, you know.
All right, here we go with the next question.
Hang on, I gotta get everybody's
I'm kidding.
points.
Victor Iron Man, I'm kidding. Go. What were you saying?
Well, no, obviously, if that's what you and Loki want for me to shut up, I'll just shut up then. I'll go over here.
Kidding.
I'm just gonna go over here and sit here in the corner and wait till this thing's over. Had an idea and wanted to share, and
All right, Nick, did you see who got it right?
Yeah, all right. I went through everybody. Yep, got it. So
All
this
right.
is question 3, right?
Question 3. Here we go. Question number 3 is: what is the name of the Trandoshan bounty hunter in Empire Strikes Back? Again, I say, what is the name of the Trandoshan bounty hunter in The Empire Strikes Back?
Was this question directed at me?
Nope. But you wanted harder, so I'm going harder.
Fred?
Yeah, these single word answers, we need more specific, longer. Because I'm like, somebody could just be like, all right, let me see who answers first, and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's it. Let me just copy and paste that in. Yeah, because everybody got that.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you.
Next time you can do the questions.
Yeah, and you can keep score.
No, that's what you do. You're good at it.
I can't do both.
Oh, you got it. You got it. I'll make
do
comments when they can learn.
Si se puede. Si se puede. You can
All
do
right,
it.
here we go. Is this number 4?
This is number 4. Yes.
All right, here we go. How wide was the thermal exhaust port in meters?
So easy.
How wide was the thermal exhaust port in meters?
This is another.
Oh crap!
Let's see who answers first. Just like the last question. Everybody got that.
All right.
Those last 2 questions shouldn't even count, but all right. Last question.
Hello?
Yep. Here we go. All right.
Coach is trying to find a hard one for the last one. It's literally like neck and neck. I think
It
we're gonna
should be
have
neck and neck.
I think we're gonna have a tie. We're definitely gonna have a tie.
Well, no,
Well,
we're
it
not.
just depends on this next.
We're not going
question.
to have a tie. We're going to tie break it. So I'm not worried about it. All right. Here we go with the next question. According to the opening crawl in a prequel, what has engulfed the Galactic Republic? According to the opening crawl in a prequel, what has engulfed the Galactic Republic? You have 30 seconds.
A tsunami of tacos.
It's got to be exact.
Oh. Chicken tacos.
Too much CGI.
Amen, Robert Pearson.
Federation embargo.
Taco tsunami.
All right. Is that enough time? Is
Should
that
be.
enough time?
Yes.
Nick, do you know the answer?
Turmoil.
Turmoil is the answer.
Yeah.
Would you have known it if you didn't see it?
I don't know.
I wouldn't.
I don't know if I would have or not.
Yep, we need to keep an actual time. We'll do that next weekend.
Coach knows how to put a little clicker on there. All right, so let me add up the score so you guys can sit there and talk and chit chat while I do this because this is gonna take me a minute.
Okay. Miskin Iron Man.
Yep.
What do you think about these Star Wars trivias? What other kind of trivias would you like us to do?
I want to go back to playing Star Wars Family Feud.
We need to do that.
Yeah, we'll do that next week.
I like it. Star Wars Family Feud next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop out because I got a 7 o'clock with the client in Texas to review his loan app, so I got to pop off, everybody. So I'm sorry I can't stay longer, but
buddy. All right.
Gotta go help someone else here in the war on this thing.
See you.
All right. See y'all
All
later.
right.
Peace.
Yep.
All
See
right.
ya. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So back to the two of us. So the last question, TD, was, according to the opening crawl in the prequel, what has engulfed the Galactic Republic? And the answer is turmoil. So, Nick, I'm going to be looking for a tiebreaker question just in case we need it.
All right, yeah, be looking. Make sure it's a tough one.
All right, I have a question. In case we need it. Oh my goodness. So I hope everybody has been doing well during this whole crazy time in our world. I need to go kill that music just in case I forget it. Next time we're on here, all three of us, it'll be playing. All right. You going to be doing any gaming later tonight, Nick?
Man, as soon as this stream's over, I'm gonna be all over Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch a movie with my family, and then I'm gonna be on Dungeon Defenders.
And again, tomorrow, which after the stream, Coach, I need to talk to you about maybe getting your help on doing a video tomorrow for Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's going to be non-spoiler, initial reaction, that sort of thing, with Loki and Prince Zion.
Awesome. I've seen Prince Zion doing a lot of live streams.
Yeah, I've been. He's a small YouTuber, but he's been doing it for about 2 years. But he is a hardcore, passionate Final Fantasy VII fan. I found his channel years ago, and his passion for the game made me a subscriber. So I've been showing him some love over there on his streams. All right. We have a tie
between,
and two people only came 1 point away from also tying.
Okay.
So the tie is between Knights of Ren and Zombie, both with 34 points.
Okay. Knights of Ren and Zombie.
Yep.
All right. So
Knights of Ren and
final
Zombie.
question. And this is going to be first.
Everybody else was so close.
Yeah. I'm going to ask that the chat does not answer this question until we're done. Only Knights of Ren and Zombie answer this question, please. And the first one to answer correctly is our winner.
Well, no, because we can't do that because one of them, they could be getting the somebody could type faster, or their stream could be their internet could be a little bit better than the other person's. So we need to. I said we do either do a really hard, exact question that's very specific.
TD suggests one question each.
That's more than one word or one number, something that they have to actually type in, and something that's not easily accessible from Google search.
The chat's saying is calling for one question each.
So one question for one question for each of them,
and
only they answer.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So up first, who are the two?
Knights of Ren and Zombie.
All right. So call it. Who's first?
All right, Knights of Ren, because I got his name down.
All right, Knights of Ren.
Score sheet.
You are up first. And I'm going to give you 30 seconds to answer this question. And I'm going to give you time updates as we go. So here we go. Your question is...
do we want to do 30 seconds? Because, I mean, that's plenty of time for somebody to do a quick Google search. I could Google search any of these questions that you've given
15.
tonight. I say 10 seconds.
I think 15 is good. There's no way.
10 seconds?
There's no way they can Google search this in 15 seconds. There's no way. I don't care how fast they type.
10 seconds.
15 seconds. That's what we're doing.
All right. 15 seconds.
All right, here we go. Here's the question. $10 seconds.
Oh, 10?
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. That was 15 seconds.
All right. But we also have to wait. Oh, he already answered.
Yep. So the answer is the moons of Bogdan.
All right. So he did not get it.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Zombie for the win right here. If you get this right. If not, we go back to one question per person.
I'm looking.
All right. I need to get a mouse pad that's for laser pointer, so you guys aren't hearing this crap constantly. So freaking annoying.
I'm looking for a question as tough as that one was. All right, I found it. I found it for me, anyways. All of this is subjective.
I don't know that answer. I wouldn't have guessed this.
Yeah,
so,
but that
yeah.
don't mean it's easy or hard. I mean, it's all subjective.
I wouldn't have known it. I think it's hard.
Yeah.
Knight of Ren might read it and be like, oh man, I knew that. That's easy.
All right, here we go. I'm going to give you the same 15 seconds. The 15 seconds might be...
Knight of Ren answered it before the time was even up. So
all right, here we go. The planet Camino is located 12 parsecs outside of the 10 seconds.
Oh, you know what? I would have guessed this one.
5 seconds.
I wouldn't know how to spell it though.
Got it. He got
Yep.
it. There was 1 second left. He got it.
Yep, that was it.
Rishi Mays. I never would have got that crap.
I would not have. I didn't know it until you read it, and then it popped into my head.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very, very cool. So,
All right, Zombie.
Zombie is the winner. For that, everybody has to go to Zombie's channel and subscribe to go watch his epic classic gaming streams.
Yeah, he does great vintage gaming streams over there. Castlevania, Mega Man, all kinds of classic NES games, game hunting videos. If you guys are familiar with the Game Chasers, very, very similar. Actually, I think that's how I met Zombie, was in one of Jay's streams.
All right, guys. So
some of
here
the Game
is the
Chasers.
reveal. We talked earlier about the awesome modern Star Wars toys. So this is one that I picked up a few years ago, and I actually picked up like 3 of them. So I picked this to send to the winner for tonight. We have a very nice, sculpted, articulated Darth Vader from Rogue One.
Oh, I have that figure.
Yep. So
That's one of the best looking Darth Vader figures.
Yeah, it
I
is.
have it. I have it out of the picture because I like to play with my toys out of the
Yep.
picture, out of the package.
So congratulations,
but yeah.
Zombie, on the Rogue One Darth Vader MOC. Very, very good. We hope that you will take a picture of this and either put it on our Facebook page or put it on Twitter, send it to us in a DM so we could put it on our website. Our website will be launching officially in the next few days. So stay tuned for that.
Yep. And so Zombie, if you just want to hit us up, we on either Facebook, on the Echo Base network group page, you can see me and Coach's profiles there. You can message us or hit us up on Twitter in DMs, Echo Base Network, or it's at network_echo.
Yep. He'll get it. All right, guys.
Yeah, just send us your shipping information, and Coach will mail it out this week.
Absolutely. So next weekend, there'll be an all-new Why We Love Star Wars. Mexican Iron Man will return. We'll have the 5th episode of Mexican Iron Man in Self-Contemplation. We'll play a little more trivia, may talk about some news that's going to be going on. That's something that we haven't been looking at over the last few days, Nick, is too much of what's been going on in the news, which for Star Wars really hadn't been a whole lot. I have caught up on Clone Wars, and I'll talk about that next week, but so far I'm disappointed. Like, it has not been, and we'll talk about why and all that kind of thing later.
I still have only seen the very first episode.
Yeah, you're not going to watch it. It's okay, though. It's going to take you so long to get caught up if you do. But I am all the way through it so far, and it's just, it's lost its flavor for me. But we'll talk about that next week. So unless you want to hang out, Nick, I am going to have to call it a night.
Yep, I'm gonna get on some Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yep,
and if
we will
my
both be
audio
live streaming tonight, gaming. So
yeah, if my audio was better on my PS4, I would live stream it. But I tried doing that yesterday. I got to figure out what Loki does, because his audio sounds really good.
Well, I gave you his
on
number.
his. Yeah, I have it. I texted him. We talked over text yesterday.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank y'all so much for being here. We'll see you guys next week. If you guys have any thoughts or ideas about what you'd like us to do next week, we're certainly interested. Thank y'all so much for being here to the best show on YouTube. Peace. people just don't know about it yet. So we'll see you guys next week. Nick, say goodbye.
Yep. We'll see you on the next one.